Hello students! Today's Z story is about different feelings. So before I start reading, let's talk a little bit about different feelings that we've felt before. Maybe one you're feeling right now is that you're missing school. I know that I miss all of you, so that's what I'm feeling. But you could also be feeling excited that you get to spend more time with your family. Maybe you're feeling sad that you can't see your friends. What else might you be feeling? Maybe even angry that you can't see your friends and can't go back to school. Are you happy that you can't go back to school? Not me. What are some feelings that I haven't said? Frustrated? That's a feeling I feel sometimes. So in this story, we're going to be thinking about different feelings. So one last question I have before we start reading is, think about a time when you were playing with a friend and you each wanted to do something different. So maybe that's happening now if you have a sibling at home. Think about a time when you were playing, but you both wanted to do something different. What happened? What happened when you were playing together, but you wanted to do something different? Think about that for a little bit. So in this story, Z does not want to do what the kids want to do. So the kids help Z learn that it's okay to disagree and have different feelings and ideas. When you have a disagreement, you can stop and talk about the problem so you can figure out how to solve it together. As you listen to the story, pay attention to how Z and the kids feel differently so you can spot their problem. One rainy morning, like today, I can see that it's raining. One rainy morning, Z, Jeremy, and Mia were in the treehouse playing with cars and trucks. The sky outside was dark, and every once in a while, thunder would rumble loudly through the clouds. Have you ever heard thunder? It's very, very loud. A lot of dogs don't like it. And Z didn't really like that noise. What do you think Z was feeling when Z felt very loud thunder? Maybe scared? After a while, the rain slowed down and finally stopped. "The storm is over," Mia cheered. Z looked at all of the puddles on the ground and then reached out the window to make sure the rain had really stopped. A huge raindrop fell from a leaf and splashed onto Z's hand. Z didn't really like that feeling. Do you like the feeling of rain on your hands? I do, but Z did not. "I can't wait to splash in the puddles," said Mia. I know a lot of you like to splash in the puddle outside of our door. Remember by the garden there was a huge puddle? Your shoes got really wet. "Do you want to play outside with me?" Mia asked Z. "Sure," answered Jeremy. "Let's get our umbrellas in case it starts to rain again. Isn't this going to be fun, Z?" Do you think Z thinks it's going to be fun? What do you think Z is feeling? Let's see. Z did not agree. Z did not think that this would be fun. The rain was cold and wet, and Z didn't want to splash in puddles. Z wanted to stay inside, where it was warm and dry. Z saw how excited Mia and Jeremy were to go outside and didn't want them to be mad. Why would they be mad? Okay, sighed Z. Let's go outside and find some puddles. Ooh, so Z said, let's go find some puddles. But did Z really want to find some puddles? I think Z was just saying that because Z's friends wanted to play. But Z didn't really like this idea. Whoops, Z. Z didn't know that it's okay to disagree with someone. What would you tell Z to do? What would you tell Z to do? Would you tell Z that it's okay to disagree with someone? Let's see what happens. Mia stopped when she noticed that Z looked sad. "What's wrong, Z? Don't you want to go outside?" "I don't like getting wet," Z explained, "but you and Jeremy want to splash in puddles, and I didn't want you to be mad, so I just said okay." "We wouldn't be upset, Z," said Mia. "It's okay to say that you feel differently from someone else." "Really?" asked Z. Mia nodded. Jeremy and I don't always agree either, like when he wants to do puzzles and I want to play soccer. When that happens, we just stop and talk to each other so we can figure out how to solve our problem. Oh, so they stop and they talk. And Z smiled. Can we do that now? Okay, said Jeremy. When we have a problem, the first thing we need to do is stop and make sure that everyone feels calm before we talk. So what are some strategies we used to use to make sure that we're feeling calm? Think about those strategies we would use in class, and I can help you remember. So one of the big strategies is remember to breathe. So maybe Z can get calm by breathing. Maybe taking 10 deep breaths. Maybe closing Z's eyes. Maybe Z could even watch a meditation video if Z is still not calm. So everyone took a deep breath and let it out. They all nodded. Next, Jeremy continued, we need to talk about how each person is feeling so we know our problem. So, what just happened? Well, said Mia, you and I were excited to go outside and play in the puddles. And I wanted to stay out of the rain, added Z. Said Jeremy. So, our problem is that we don't want to do the same thing. And is that okay to not want to do the same thing? Yeah, they can figure it out. The kids and Z wondered what they could do to solve their problem so that everyone would feel okay about playing. Then Mia asked Z if there's anything at all that Z likes about rain. Z thought for a moment. I like the way the raindrops make things shiny and sparkly. It makes the trees and grass look so pretty. Do you agree with Z? Do you like raindrops? It's okay if you don't agree. I do. And what do you not like about the rain? Mia asked. I don't like to get wet, said Z. It makes me feel cold and shivery. Does that happen to you? Suddenly, Jeremy had an idea. What if Z puts on a raincoat, hat, and boots? Then Z could come outside and see the raindrops, but won't get wet, and we can all play together. Z and Mia thought this was a great way to solve the problem. So now, because of Jeremy's idea, Z can play outside with them. The kids helped Z bundle up in some rain gear. Now Z was nice and warm. Jeremy and Mia had a great time jumping in puddles and were careful not to splash Z. Z even tried tiptoeing through a puddle and thought it was actually a lot of fun when Z didn't get wet. The sun finally came out and a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky. And Z was so happy to be outside with friends to see it. Wow. Z says, whenever we're together, my friends help me discover how children on earth get along with each other. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time so you can say it with me. Whenever we're together, my friends help me discover how children on earth get along with each other. Z wants you to remember that it's okay to disagree and have different feelings and ideas. When you stop and talk about the problem, you can figure out how to solve it together. So now on Class Dojo, depending on what group you're in, please respond to the story. So if you're in the Mango group, draw a scene from the story. And a scene means something that happened. So you can think about your favorite part of the story and draw it. Like maybe this part, or I chose to draw the part where I was trying to draw Z, don't laugh at me. And this is supposed to be Jeremy. And so this is a little stop sign because I drew the part where Jeremy was telling Z to stop and calm down. And I like that part because it reminded me of our class because we used to stop and calm down a lot. But you guys can choose any part that you want. So if you're in the Mango group, you draw a scene. If you're in the strawberry group, you draw a scene and label it. So labeling means you write a word under your drawing so that I know what you're trying to draw. So for example, if I label this, I would put maybe Z's name under to show that this is Z, or I can write Jeremy's name to label that this is Jeremy. So that is how you label. And if you are in the apple group, then you type in one of the main ideas. So I thought a main idea was, we all have different feelings. That's one main idea. Another one that I think you could write is, it is okay to disagree. So let me write that down. Another option. It. What letters are in it? I, T, is, it, s, I, S. It is okay. So I'm going to write a O and a K. To, t, O. Oh, sorry. It is okay to, T-O. Disagree. And that's a big word, but we can still sound it out. D, I, S, A, G, R, E. It is okay to disagree. So if you're in the apple group, you type in that sentence, and drawing is optional. So you can still draw if you want to. And a great idea that I saw Kylie do was that she used some of the stickers in Class Dojo as her characters. So instead of drawing Z, she used one of the little Class Dojo stickers in her, and she submitted that. And that was a great idea because you can do that too. So please show me that you watched this video by submitting that to Class Dojo. And I hope you learned that it's okay to have different feelings. It's okay to disagree. Thank you for watching. Bye, class.